When I sold my brick and mortar business last year, I made a shocking discovery. Most of the businesses out there are operating at just 30% of their potential revenue because of inefficient systems. And because I was one of them, I became obsessed to solve this problem, testing dozens of AI tools and automation sequences across over a dozen businesses. And what I found changed everything. It wasn't about individual tools or AI agents, but how they work together in a specific sequence. And I've now built this into an AI-powered growth infrastructure that's generating consistent results and can be applied to virtually any business relying on booked calls and appointments. And today I'm revealing my complete system for the first time. So the exact AI ecosystem that's helping businesses capture leads they're currently losing, convert prospects they're currently missing, and scale without the hiring headaches that are crushing their competitors. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to actually make money with AI by implementing a complete system that works together to generate leads, qualify prospects, and close deals all while you sleep. What makes this approach different is that we're not just talking about implementing a single AI tool or automation. Instead, I'll show you how to create an entire ecosystem where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, as Aristotle said. And most people are trying to implement AI in their business, and they're making a critical mistake. They're focusing on tools rather than creating a comprehensive system. And this piecemeal approach might generate some results, but it won't transform your business. So what is the complete AI sales automation system? So for those of you who are new to the channel, I sold my business in the beginning of 2024, and it was a blend of an online operation, online health and fitness coaching business, with a few in-person facilities. And we had a good mix of both working with clients one-on-one in person, as well as generating a lot of leads and traffic from social media. And as you can see, we've had a substantial amount of traffic, over 17,000 people on Facebook, 39,000 people on TikTok, a Facebook group with 14,000 people, 8,000 people on Instagram, and over 14,400 leads that we took through a manual process of calling, texting, nurturing, and trying to get a hold of. And that's what inspired me to build the current business that I run, which is WellGrow, where we install AI-powered systems, AI agents to help service-based businesses in different verticals leverage AI to remove the operational complexity that comes with managing a high-touch lead nurturing protocol for businesses across multiple industries. And I'm sharing all of these because many people build AI systems without actually experiencing the problems themselves. And I'm here to tell you that every little nuance and system that I'm sharing with you today is directly as a result of pain that I experienced in my own business. And that's what led to the creation of it. And on this channel, I'm sharing what's working for me and my clients. This is for educational purposes only. Take everything with a grain of salt, test it for yourself, put it through your own prism. And with full transparency, my goal here with this channel is to get more clients and help more businesses leverage AI. So if that's you, you can click the link in description, book a call and see if we can help. And I want to network with awesome people that are building cool stuff. I'm not going to share my credentials. I've exited my business. It was a decent amount of money. I've been featured in numerous publications, and what we build, there's some cool stuff. But I'm going to take you through the AI-powered sales infrastructure that can help your business thrive in 2025 without hiring more people, without increasing your headcount. And it consists of 5 simple steps. We have AI voice and text lead reactivation. I'm going to show you how it works and why is it different than what you've seen in the past. We have AI-powered reviews and referrals. This is a key component of any service-based business, especially if it's a local business. Then we have the AI-powered website setup. That's super important of setting up your infrastructure in a way where you're not losing any traffic. And then we have AI-powered lead generation, how you can use modern-day tools, and especially the new models that are available with OpenAI, especially for image generation, video generation, and how you can leverage that to create effective ads for your business. And then last but not least, we have the AI-powered lead nurturing. I've been testing these systems for a little over a year now, and I've built an entire system covering everything when it comes to generating leads through content, paid marketing, organic, partnerships, and referrals, and nurturing them at scale, because as soon as they opt in, normally people provide their name, email, and phone number. And in the past, I had a team, as you can see in the photos here, a team of people that was actually calling all of these people, trying to get a hold of them, nurture them. And it was an unpleasant experience because to manage a high performing sales team is super, super hard. There's always problems. There's always things going on. People say things on the phone, overpromise, underdeliver. So having the AI was such a revelation, and it was a hard struggle to get it to the point where it's working effectively, consistently, and predictably. But at this point of time, we now have the infrastructure to do so. So without me yapping any longer, let's go into the text reactivation. And if you've been in business for a while, you probably are sitting on a database of either past customers or people who engage with you in some shape or form, whether it's a past lead. As you can see here, we had 14,000 of those. And if I had to have my team manually call all of those people, we would probably go through 200 to 300 of them a day, but we wouldn't be able to effectively nurture them consistently with relevant offers. That's where the database analysis comes in, because if you've collected any information about the services they've used, how long ago was that, what was their experience, if your sales team is updating the notes within the CRM, for example, you have some information about their past experience or what was their struggle with, now you can take that information and feed it to AI voice and text agents to actually reactivate your leads. We're not talking about a simple lead reactivation campaign where you mass blast your list with, hey, we've got this special offer, the typical lead reactivation campaigns. Even though they're still great, if you've never done anything like that, I suggest you start there. But now with AI voice and text lead reactivation, you can actually take the valuable information that you have sitting in your CRM, just like I have here, and use the AI to start calling those leads, because you're going to get easy wins without spending a dime on marketing. You're not going to have to create any extra content. You're not going to have to run any ads. You're not going to have to do any cold outbound. All you have to do is run through that database and see how you can re-engage it. Now with AI, you can simply download that list. You can download that Google Sheet, okay? And you can upload it to ChatGPT or Claude and ask it to analyze it and tell you how you can best reactivate that database based on the custom fields and information you've collected. Then you can ask the AI here not only to tell you what to do, but also to split the list. So if you download these 14,000 people, we probably have 2,000 or 3,000 of them that came to our website and filled out a form with 15 questions, meaning that we have a lot more information on those than the ones who only have their email and phone number. Because most of the time, if you're collecting leads, you would get their name, email, and phone number. But through some forms and more high intent leads, you might have a lot more information on them. And feeding that over to AI directly is going to allow you to segment your list and create different campaigns and even have multiple agents that reactivate that list, okay? Then we have the personalized outreach. So in the past, you could run a generic campaign that just takes their first name and it would be like, hey, Simeon, it's been a minute. We've got a new special offer that you might be interested in. Would you care to see how it works? Now with the personalized outreach, just as an example, if we get a lead, we could say, hey, Samantha, I saw you've used the hydrofacial treatment we've got, and it's been 6 months since your last visit. Hope your skin condition that you mentioned as something that you would love to improve is progressing towards betterment. Just wanted to reach out and see if you would be interested in our new special treatment. We've got this new machine that came out and was wondering if you're interested to learn more. Now, as you can see, having a personalized approach would yield a much higher response rate, first of all. But second, in terms of building your brand, it's going to be a lot better because now you show to the people on the other end that you actually care about their needs, their desires, their problems. And before AI, the only way to do that was to have a team member do all of that manually. And even then, it's very hard for a human to open up the CRM, go to each individual prospect, call them, get a hold of them, and personalize every conversation. Because by the fifth or sixth conversation, they're already getting tired. They're already sounding like they're reading off of a script. Their energy is lower. So with AI, you don't have any of that. Now, the next thing is you could have a simple versus advanced reactivation. I'm not going to show you the workflows here, but you could have, actually, let me show you one of the workflows. I'm going to be, so we have database reactivation campaign. So this is just an advanced workflow campaign that I have here. And if we reactivate the leads, the moment they say they're interested, we even have a referral campaign going on the back. So not only we're asking them to come in, but we also have an actual invitation that we tell them we've reserved them a spot and tell them to book a consultation, but also we ask them to bring a friend with them to get a extra bonus, extra discount, special treatment for both of them. And that's a great way to not only reactivate the past database, but also get some more new referrals as well. So this is the advanced, and then the simple one would be just doing the personalized outreach at first. And now, not only we can do that through text and using custom variables, we can actually feed that list through our voice and text agents. I have some videos on my channel where I actually show you how it sounds. But we have a very simple platform where we build those agents. We directly integrate with Go High Level. Okay, so if you're using Go High Level, you should be able to directly come in and start building those agents yourself. And we can either install it for you, or if you click the link below and book a call, we can set you up so you can build your own assistants. But these assistants essentially are able to take information from your CRM and use it in the prompting itself. So just as an example here, I'll pull up one assistant. This is for replying emails, but I have access to all of the custom fields and variables within my CRM that I can leverage within my prompt. And the AI agent would reference those. That's super important, as it's going to give you the customization that you need to make the AI sound smart. And that's what makes a cold calling script effective. That's what makes a database reactivation effective. And that's how you can make your agents a lot smarter than simply having the generic AI robotic sounding call. And we have two agents that are doing that. We call them Axel for texting and Lyra for voice. And on my channel, I have a couple of videos where I break down how they work, but essentially they can follow up with prospects across different channels. So for text, we have Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, SMS, website, and particularly great for the database reactivation. And for voice, it's the same. Inbound leads for our website, leads that give us their phone number, form submissions. We can just apply a tag, meaning that we assign a tag to all of our database and they will immediately get a call. And then we can do inbound and outbound as well. So these are two agents that are helping us with lead reactivation campaigns. And this is a super great way to get revenue and initial cash flow. And out of those early wins and clients that we get, we run the second type of campaign, which is the AI-powered reviews and referrals. And what makes them particularly great is that we have a super simple system where we first request feedback before actually sending them a link for review, because this helps us improve our service, especially if you're just starting out. Your service might not be fantastic. You might have room for improvement, and you would always want to get that feedback before letting customers publish their reviews online, because if it's something you could fix first, you might get a 2-star review up to 5, and also allows you to collect that feedback over time, because sometimes people publicly don't want to shame you, but in private they would share feedback that could help you improve as a business, because sometimes they like you but they don't like the service. So this is a great way to have it set up. I'm going to show you how we have it set up. So ideally you could do the same for your business. Then we have the possibility to improve the service and product. As I said, we can ask for suggestions. And then once we get the feedback, we actually start generating reviews. You might have multiple channels. You might have Google My Business. Then you might have Trustpilot. You might have other channels that work particularly great in your industry. It could be Yelp if it's a local business. It really depends on the country, geolocation, and the review portals within your industry. And then also, once they leave us a review, we encourage referrals, as we have an automation on the back end that for all the positive reviews, we run them through an automation campaign. So here's how it works. As soon as somebody is a customer of ours and completes a service, we move them to a pipeline stage within our CRM, which automatically triggers an email and a text message that sends them this a little form, and this is how it looks. Please rate us. Your feedback is extremely valuable to us, and they can rank us from 1 to 5 stars. If they rank us 4 to 5 stars, they would immediately be taken to a page where they can rank us on Google, Trustpilot, and Facebook. And then if they rank us 1, 2, or 3 stars, we take them to a page where they can share their feedback with us, so we can hopefully improve our service and fix the problem and get their rating a little bit higher before we send them over to Google and Trustpilot. And then once they submit that form, we scan, because we have a way to monitor whoever leaves a review within our CRM. Okay, it's a white label version of Go High Level. So if you don't yet have it and want to leverage a CRM in your business, there is going to be a link in the description below where you can get started with a 14-day free trial. So here, once they send us a 5 or 4-star review, or any review above a certain rating that we specify, we add them to the referral sequence campaign, and we send them a series of text messages and emails where we prompt them to bring us a friend in exchange of a commission. You can think of a gift card, you can think of something that would be valuable, whether it's going to be free service. We always love giving cash or a percentage of client referrals, as people love that. And once we have these two in place, we're ideally already generating business without any money out of pocket, leveraging simple automations and a simple agent, really installing it, and within a couple of days you could be already drumming business through your existing clients, existing database, without any money out of pocket. Now the next step is to set up your website or funnel in a way that it's primed to generate more traffic. So this is where the AI powered setup comes in, and we ideally have multiple ways to generate leads here, and I'm going to show you how we have it set up. I have a demo website, but ideally we want to have the AI activating on the back of lead form submission. So as soon as somebody fills out a form, we would want to have our AI either call them or text them immediately, so they can have a full-blown conversation. They get instant response, so less than 5 minutes. That's super important, especially for service-based businesses, as people are normally Googling multiple businesses at the same time, and whoever gets to the lead first is usually the one that gets the business. Unfortunately, that's the reality of today's modern day marketplace, especially with services such as Amazon, where people are used to get their things done quickly and efficiently, same day. This is the level of service they expect from small businesses. And this is the reality that in 2025, now as a small business with a small team, being nimble so that you can still stand out and provide ultra high quality service by leveraging AI, because you're going to be able to respond instantly with those agents. And you can also qualify all of the leads. You can set up parameters that extract certain information from your leads. And in an example here, if we come to automatic data collection, this is an example of what I would extract from my prospect. That would be their business type, what is their industry, what's their revenue range, how many clients they're serving, what is their main goal or current challenge, what is their pricing intent, meaning are they looking for a DIY solution? Are they looking for a done for you? Do they just want to use our agent platform and build it themselves? So we have multiple options for them they can choose from, and based on that we can offer them different products and services. And then what are some of the objections they mentioned? So based on all of these things, we qualify them, and we can book an appointment that we have that information available to us, that now our AI research agent goes out, scans the web, and reaches the data on that prospect. So now we know what they're looking for. We get background on them through AI. And now on the sales call, it's a lot easier for us to first build rapport, but second, offer something that would be of value to that business. Okay, so that's a great way to set up your AI-powered website with the agents on the back of it. So here's an example of how a simple service-based business would have it. And I'm having a plumbing services website as an example here. But normally, for any sort of a local business, you would have the phone number on top. And this phone number usually goes directly either to the business owner or the admin staff that's handling the appointments. But ideally, in the modern day and age, especially in 2025, you would want to have an AI inbound agent that's answering the phone, okay, taking all the queries and pre-qualifying all the leads to route them to the relevant department, especially if you have larger scale operation where there's multiple salespeople that are handling the calls. and the services, you would ideally want to have that. If they fill out a form, this is an example of one, you might want to have also an outbound assistant that is calling all the leads to confirm their intent, to get extra information, and ideally book them in for appointment right away, or send a team member to help them with their request. Or if you have a live chat widget on your website, you can have pre-built frequently asked questions in there that people would normally ask, just like I have on my website. If I come over, just to show you in a second, if I come over to WellGrow, I would have the widget at the bottom, which if I reset, I'm going to be able to ask a couple of questions. I don't know if you can see, probably not because I'm cutting off the screen here. But anyway, I think you got the point, where you could have an AI widget that has all the most common questions that they would ask, with, again, an AI agent on the back of it answering all of the questions and queries they might have. So now every single lead or potential prospect that comes to your website gets a chance to talk to your business, because most of them are not going to know that it's AI. They still want to get a hold of somebody and share their concerns and share what they want to accomplish. And obviously, if the AI is there to answer, you're going to book a lot more people, because most of the businesses, they don't even have somebody answering the phone. They don't have somebody on the live chat. They're not calling their leads like ever. We often come into businesses, and I know because I showed you here, out of these 14,000 people, probably the bottom 5, we haven't called in a year. And all of the new people that were booking in with us, and that was probably hundreds a day, as you can see here, that's 4 days ago. These are all new leads within the day. So we would be getting 30 to 40 leads a day. Not all of them we could get a hold of and call. And sure, that means that there's a poor management issue and you can always hire more people and train. But only people who've ran a large-scale operation know the complexity of finding A players, especially for a business that is not high ticket, that doesn't have high commissions, that is more of a service-based, high volume, high sales velocity type of business. So without AI, these businesses simply can't serve their clients. So this is a great way to have the website set up in that way. Now, the next thing is the AI-powered lead generation. Now that you have your website set up in a way where you have your reactivation, you've ideally made some money off of that. You have your review system in place where you get more referrals and you drum positive business. Now it's time to use Facebook advertising, Google advertising, and leverage AI to create those ads. So what's a great way to do that? First, with AI now, you can scrape all of the ads on Facebook Ads Library. If you go to Facebook Ads Library, and let's do it together, we can search Meta Ads. And not only we can search Meta Ads, let's do plumbing, Florida. Look at that. We can search what are the ads that are working in the region. And we can filter by image ads. We can filter by video ads. This is Fast Florida, local experts. And there's this tool that's called Denote. And it costs some money, but there's a 7-day free trial. You can save all of the ads in a folder. And after that, you can download all of the ads and transcribe them with a service such as ChatGPT, or I'm personally using Mac Whisper. It's a plugin for Mac that I've installed on my computer, where I just upload the videos and I get all of the transcripts. This is the second step. I feed the scripts of the best working ads, and I usually look at ads that have been running for longer than 30 days. That means they're making the money. Okay, so not running for 2 days, not running for 1 day. I'll scroll all the way at the bottom and look for patterns, or ideally ads that have multiple variations, meaning they've copied the ad and it's working for them. Look at that. That's 27 days, meaning these ads are working. So I would come back, I would feed those ads into AI, get the transcript, get the visuals, and then I would create scripts similar to those for my own product and service. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm not stealing the ads. I'm just modeling what works for my industry, and I'm creating those ads. And then I use AI, and I have a model that's specifically trained, okay? And for that, I use Poppy AI. You can also get it. I should have a link in the description. Okay, I'm going to show you what I do here. No gatekeeping. All right, so this is just an open window. I have multiple systems that I have. All right, let's go to the cold email system, as it's actually helpful for market research. And if we come over here, we have a way that we do market research. So what I do here is what is the dream end result of the niche that I want to work with? What is the specific keywords and language they use? I write an imaginary conversation between the founder of the company and the department head, and what they're going to have as a result of a system they're going to be discussing, what keeps them up at night. So I take all of that information, feed it over ChatGPT, or in this case, Claude. This is what I'm using here. And I'm able to come up with very, very good ads, because now I fully understand my target audience. I understand the language. I understand their pain points. And now I use AI avatars. I'm going to show you. This is a fully AI edited video, from the actual voice, through the video, through the text inside, through the effects. Everything is AI generated. Hopefully you can hear it. Fortunately, it's not working. I don't know why.
Without first talking to Prime Mortgage, we've helped so many people in these types of situations. And every time we've come up with a unique and creative solution, because mortgages are not a one size fits all. Despite what the media is telling you, equity is still at an all-time high. And as long as you got...
Now, I think you got the idea. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But now there's tools such as Arcad's AI, this is Captions AI, where you can create a fully production-ready AI influencer videos with spokespeople for your business, especially if you're a smaller team and you don't have time to hire actors or record the videos yourself. They're always going to perform better, of course, but now you can use AI. There's going to be, again, a link in the description if you want to check out the tools and get started. And it's going to cost you a lot cheaper. Some of those tools, you can get a couple of videos for $10 a month. If you want to go higher quality with more options for avatars, you can get them in $10 a piece. Again, way cheaper than what you would pay an actor to record, and then the whole editing spiel and everything inside. You can now have AI create that for you. And then you run those ads, and what happens is the last final step is the AI-powered lead nurturing. So this is the combination of a flow that you would either run for yourself as a business, or you would offer to your clients if you're an AI automation agency. I know there's some of you that are watching my channel. So this is how you install a fully AI-powered growth infrastructure, not just an AI agent, not just an AI automation, as it doesn't have the practical utility for a business. Sure, it might solve a small problem, but it's not going to have a major impact, and it's not going to position you in a way where you could scale. Whereas with this system, you're literally plugging in all the holes within the business, because when we look at all the ways to grow a business, there's about 14 ways where you can generate more leads, and we can plug a lot of them with AI systems, with a lot of the AI tools that we're using on the back end. I'm sharing some of them on our channel. There's a lot more that I want to share, but there's just so much stuff happening that I don't have time between executing, building, and doing all of the things that I'm doing to be constantly updating you here, even though that's my ultimate goal, to be able to share here on the channel a couple times a week systems, strategies, and tools you can use to grow your business. So that's the ultimate outcome. And then the AI-powered lead nurturing really is the system that happens on the back. So as soon as somebody opts in, we either add them to a community nurture, or we actually have the AI agents, and we do that with text and calls and emails as well. This is simple AI automations where we send them nurture emails, try to pre-qualify them, send them more information such as videos, testimonials, reminders, podcasts, frequently asked questions, to hopefully help them book an appointment with our business, or educate them on what is that we do. And let's go back to our agents here, how we do that. Again, we have our text agent that is conversational AI. It's built either on Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini. We run and fall back between the three models, and they're trained to extract custom variable information to qualify our leads. Like I showed you here, we extract that information through both voice and text to qualify our leads, and they can do infinite follow-up. They're not only going to send them one message, but we have automation sequences that are following up with our prospects up to 8 times. You can have it unlimited. We cap it at a certain point because obviously it costs us money to send those messages out at scale. If you have 100 leads, it's okay. If you have 1,000 leads, it gets a bit serious. So we want to make sure that we try to condense the nurturing period to 30 days. And then after that, we would still send a communication cadence, but not as aggressive. And then obviously we have the agents that are connected directly to our calendar. They can book the appointments, reschedule, cancel the appointments. It's a seamless integration. So we eliminate the step of actually our prospects clicking on the calendar, selecting a time, manually choosing, entering their email. And it's a lot more intuitive and user-friendly, especially for the modern day consumer. And that's how we start nurturing our leads at scale. The agents are trained on your best scripts. Again, I have a entire prompt of how I train my agent, what I instructed with, and make sure that the conversations are modeling best sales practices. So this is something you would definitely want to do, especially if you're building agents at scale. You want to leverage the best marketing, NLP, and sales practices within your agents to make them smart and effective. And we have the same thing over voice AI. Okay. And we can call them again multiple times. We have the ability to transfer calls live. We can choose from hundreds of voices. You can get a voice actor to represent your business. You can clone your own voice. You can call them on multiple channels, extract the information, and again, have a seamless integration with calendar directly on the phone, collect the information, collect their phone, collect their email. If you don't have that, then it's an inbound call. So this is our AI-powered sales infrastructure. Hope you got value out of the video. I have multiple other videos like this one on the channel where I share more in depth on how you can build a lot of these systems. Obviously, this is a whole infrastructure that is taking a little while to put together, and this is a service that we normally offer to our clients. We have two options. We have a completely done for you system where we come in and install this for you in your account, so you have everything done and set up for your business, or we have a done with you service where we provide a lot of the automations, the workflows, the snapshots, where you can just plug them into your account, and we have an extensive documentation and support knowledge base where we walk you through on how to build each and every part of it. I have demo of literally everything. I have the onboarding videos, the integrations, the wallets, how to build those agents, literally everything from A to Z on how you can get started yourself and build those agents. So if that's something you want to do, that's also a possibility. Or if you want to completely do it yourself system and just want access to our AI agent platform where you can build these voice and text agents, we can also set you up with an account. It's a lot more affordable. And obviously between all of the videos, tutorials, you should be able to piece it together. So these are all of the options. Hope you got value out of the video, and make sure you subscribe, make sure you like it, and let me know in the comments what you're working on. I love networking with people in the industry and businesses that are doing cool things. So I would love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video.